Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set 18 Gator.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, Lowry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
To throw on 3rd down. Lowry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Okay, ready? 955. Hey, eat. Here we go, team. Here I come. Whip. Watch the whip. 5.
On first down, Atkinson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Get in the weight room.
Throwing on first down. Atkinson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Atkinson, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and it'll bring up third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Atkinson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Off play action. Lowry. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Set. 70. Indy.
Choose them out. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Recon. 132 fighter.
From the gun, Lowry going deep here for Stills. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Lowry. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. 30 base.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
5.
Off the play fake. Lowry. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 25-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
Slam, slam, slam.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Chance.
Get it.
They'll try again with Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Atkinson. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. London looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Looking to throw. Atkinson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He finds McKinnon complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Right there in the middle, 55. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
They'll run on 1st down. London, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Atkinson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Atkinson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Go! Check, 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 check.
Check 37. Check 37. Get it.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, set. 60 or. Let go.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Go now. 30 base.
Check, check, Mike 42. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the gun on third down. Lowry complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Back to throw. Lowry. It's complete. Stills. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Lowry. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
It's the shakedown, baby. Yeah.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Third down and 7.
Ready, set.
42, Mike 42. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now.
Back to throw. Lowry. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And goal at the 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Second and 15. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw. Atkinson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, Atkinson. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
We play to win. Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
At the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check. Switch it. Trace down, travel.
Second down and inches. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Atkinson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it up, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 43.
General West.
To throw again. Atkinson. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, London. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. Watch the safety on the ball. Sit.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go. 8, read. 54. He can't hang. Go.
From the gun, Atkinson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Atkinson looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Atkinson, complete. Smith has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Atkinson, and Adams has it, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Mike 54. X3. 218, chop.
They'll run on 1st down. London. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second and 2. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off play action. Lowry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Come on, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, let's get a sandwich.
Leo.
Check nickel.
Check 52. Hard.
They'll keep it on the ground. London. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Packer first down. That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. You draw quarter.
Looking to throw. Atkinson. He's got Smith here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Atkinson. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniels. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
61, matchbox lights. Now.
Throwing on first down. Atkinson, and this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, London. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Back to throw. Atkinson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G.
Shift. 80 weapons. Head up.
Operating from the gun, Lowry. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, Delta.
Check 42.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On 1st down, London. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Kill. Turn it up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Safe.
They'll keep it on the ground. London, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, high 7. Look at me. Door.
From the gun, Atkinson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Lowry. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Put up. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Returnable for Grant.